Wolverine is torn from his sleep, instantly comforted by his wife's hand. "Morning, sleepyhead." Wolverine panics for a moment, but is instantly soothed by the voice of his beloved. He wraps his arms tight around her, smirking as she kisses his cheek. It's an idyllic scene, but deep inside, he knows this isn't real. But he keeps playing along. He sits up in bed, instantly met with another voice. "Daddy!" His daughter leaps into his strong arms. Logan holds her tight, though he knows this isn't real. They're gone. Logan's soon joined by his friend, the blind Clint Barton, a long time after his Hawkeye days. Logan sips his beer, trying to relax. This isn't how it happened. They're gone. All of them. And it's his fault. A voice comes from behind. "Hey, boys." The dream has turned into a nightmare. Wolverine's wife, kids, and friend are all dead. With hollow eyes and peeling skin, Logan is reminded of what was stolen from him. Wolverine jolts awake, this time for real. He's naked and alone, the dust of the desert replaced by snow. He stumbles upon a few frozen corpses and begins to run. What happened? A mental image flashes. Maestro, the vicious warlord who was once called the Incredible Hulk. Maestro, the one who stole his family, his friends, his life. Wolverine continues to brave the freezing winter night, but he's not as strong as he once was. He can't make it far before collapsing back into the snow. Two young men, Joshua and Brent, find his unconscious body, sticking guns in his face. Holy crap! It's Wolverine! Joshua tries to help the fallen hero, but Brent refuses. No way. Forget it. There are already two others on trial for helping that dude. I'm not putting my neck on the line for him, or you. Brent rushes back to his post as Joshua gets Logan to his feet. Logan recognizes him. They've met before. "I had a backpack with me when I came here." "I remember." Joshua leads Logan into a warm room, safe from the Canadian winter. Logan can stay here to rest up while Joshua fetches the backpack. Across town, the beast once named Bruce Banner stands above his petrified subjects inside their chapel. "I have been a merciful king, have I not?" The man on trial trembles a pathetic, "Yes, king, sir, you have," as an answer. "But still, you brought an assassin in, brought him right to me." The assassin at the center of this trial, Wolverine, rests as he waits for Joshua to return. "Logan?" Logan jumps up, startled out of his sleep. "Thought you were dead." "Nah, just feels it." Joshua tosses Logan the bag he'd come here for. Logan inspects it closely, but someone had gone through it. "Yeah, me. I put it all back. Didn't take nothing. All that matters is the Regenix, which Logan uses to boost his healing factor, his only hope of defeating Maestro." "You didn't waste much time." "You were out for 5 days." Logan looks thoughtfully to the floor. 5 days? That's not good. It usually only takes a few hours to heal at most. He doesn't sulk for long. "A Hulk, not different than this bastard, killed my family, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let the same thing happen to your people here." Maestro has something powerful. Logan's not quite sure what it looks like. Probably a big machine that looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. "Have you seen it?" "No, but I can ask around, see if maybe..." "Please, no." Logan and Joshua look out to the streets below, where the Maestro is giving out his punishment to the two on trial. Armed soldiers clear a path in the streets. Caleb's wife, Angela, tries to put it to an end. "You can't do this to him. He's a good man. His children need him." "His children will lose both their parents if you don't calm the hell down." Caleb tells his wife to listen to the soldiers, but a massive green hand breaks them up. Maestro leads the two men to their punishment, the hangman's noose. The hangman apologizes as he drops the noose around Caleb's neck, but he has no choice. "He'll kill me if I don't. He'll kill us all eventually." Logan's seen enough. He's going down there to put an end to this. Logan psychs himself up to take on Maestro. He tells Joshua to stay back no matter what happens. Before Logan takes off, Joshua offers one final smile, but that friendly moment is interrupted by the bang of a gun. At the same time, the hangman pulled his lever. Joshua doubles over, a gaping hole in his chest. 3 men are dead because Logan was too slow. Joshua looks up to see his killer, his friend, Brent. Brent and his squad open fire on Wolverine, while Maestro's subjects watch the dangling criminals on the street below. "Let this serve as a warning to the rest of you. Your complete obedience is mandatory." The riddling bullets knock Logan Logan through the window, sending him into the crowd. The confused crowd grows silent, but Maestro smiles. Well, look who decided to drop in. A few years ago, Logan could take a couple bullets to the chest. In this state, he's clinging to life, but his one hope remains intact: the glowing vial of Regenix. I should have known better. Wolverine doesn't die so easily. Maestro stands tall above the frail, broken Logan. He's been waiting for this moment. Another opportunity to destroy Logan. This is pathetic, Maestro. Even for you. Logan begins to stall, giving himself enough time to inject the Regenix. Logan mocks the Jade Giant for bullying these weak people. You're a coward. The Banner I knew would be appalled to see what he became. Logan inches the Regenix closer and closer to his skin, but wham! Maestro backhands him across the street. Did you really think that my ego would be so fragile that I'd fall for your elementary schoolyard mind games? As Maestro steps closer and closer, Logan frantically looks for that vial. It's his only hope. Where is it? There, right at the feet of the civilians. But Maestro's massive foot presses him into the dirt. Logan crawls toward it, helplessly. He watches as a young girl picks it up. Damn it! Once more, Maestro smashes Logan's head into the icy ground. He reaches down and squeezes Logan's skull. He drags Logan through the streets, ordering his people to bring every chain and blade in town. That night, Maestro looks out the window. Caleb's wife, Angela, is leading a small group of people in secret. But what are they doing? Maestro's thoughts are interrupted by Brent. What do you want? Brent tells Maestro what he's already been figuring out. Angela is starting a revolt. He also tells his king that he overheard Joshua and Logan talking about a machine, something out of a sci-fi movie. Interesting. Meanwhile, Logan dangles in his prison, a walk-in cooler filled with slabs of meat. It's looking grim for the former X-Man. Suddenly, the door flies open. It's Angela. I need a moment with the prisoner. Angela, you can't be in. This man is the reason that my husband is dead. If your daughter got killed and you had the chance to face the man responsible, wouldn't you want a few minutes alone in the room with him? The guard looks at Angela with sympathy, then glares over at the monster in chains. He agrees, giving her 5 minutes alone with Logan. And I'll leave the chainsaw right there on the counter, in case you might need it. Now alone, Angela approaches Logan, lamenting the amount of death Maestro had caused. So, if you can end it, I mean really end it, then tell me. I can try. That's all I can promise. But their only chance is if Angela finds something for him. The door flies open again. It's one of Angela's fellow revolters. Maestro is coming. She needs to leave. Now, tell me where to find it. Soon after, Angela races home to find her daughter, Britt. Mommy, where were you? I was scared. It's the little girl from before, the one who had swiped up Logan's Regenix. Britt had snuck out of the house to see her dad one last time. There was a man. He fell from the window. Is he okay? Angela assures her daughter that Logan's fine, but he needs that vial. Outside, Maestro drags the chained up Logan through the streets, scolding his people for their attempted revolution. I am insulted. This town was dying before I showed up. You people had nothing. Maestro beats Logan in front of the townspeople, reminding them that he expects absolute obedience. Angela and her small crew race into action. One of the men, the hangman who killed Angela's husband, tears up his floorboards to reveal an arsenal of guns he'd hidden long ago. You really want to make amends? Then you help me kill this bastard. The revolters take a deep breath, then run out into the street, firing their guns at the indestructible king. We're done bowing down to you. Maestro chuckles at their feeble attempt. Bullets can't pierce his skin. As Maestro toys with his attackers, Angela sneaks away to Logan's dying body. The guns were nothing but a distraction to their egotistical king. Angela pulls out the Regenix, injecting it right into Logan's chest. For a moment, she can't tell if it worked. Then, suddenly, he jolts up, fully revived and a rage in his eyes. Logan slices the chains that bind him and marches toward Maestro, ready for round 2. All right, you son of a bitch. Time to put an end to your pathetic little charade. Logan attacks Maestro, feeling strength he hadn't felt in a long time. His adamantium claws pierce Maestro's hide. For the first time, the citizens of this little town watch their king bleed. Maybe Maestro knows he's outmatched, or maybe he's just grown tired of this fight, but he has an offer to cease the battle. Not interested. I think that you will be. Without a second word, Maestro leaps into the distance, deep into the mountains. Logan tracks him through the snow, snow, following his scent. For a second, he panics that his newfound strength will wear off before he finds Maestro. But just like that, he finds a cave. Was beginning to think that you weren't going to make it. This is what you're after, isn't it? Maestro has led Logan to the sci-fi machine he'd been seeking, Dr. Doom's time machine. Logan freezes. He never actually thought he'd be able to find it. He can have his old life back, his wife, his kids. You step inside this machine. I send you back home. I save you the grief of constantly being humiliated, and you save me the nuisance of having to deal with you. Logan gives his counteroffer. Why don't we both go back to where we belong? Leave these people alone. Pass. Maestro turns to the time machine, smashing it into bits. Logan begs him to stop, but Maestro continues to pummel Logan's only chance of ever seeing his family again. Logan leaps back into action, attacking the monster. Maestro claps his hands on Logan's skull, but Logan's not slowing down. The Regenix is starting to fade, but the rage inside him keeps him going. I want to take my time. Make him pay. I've only got this one last chance to... Logan makes one final move, using every bit of energy he has. He jumps at the Hulk, slicing right through his neck, chopping the king's head off with one motion. The lifeless skull plops into the snow as his body tumbles back. This is how it always ends for Logan. Looking at the body of an old friend, Logan won. He saved the people from Maestro's wrath. He got his vengeance, but he knows he'll never get what he truly wanted, to see his family again.